Hey, what's going on, guys? So we'll be taking a look at the Trenti 6. This is a slim transparent bumper case for the iPhone 6. This is from New Trent, which is a pretty well-known case company. So here this is. I've reviewed two other cases from them, but both cases I have reviewed from them actually have built-in screen protectors. It looks like this one does not, so I've never seen a New Trent case without a built-in screen protector. So we'll go ahead and look at that. That has been the main problem with New Trent cases, is their built-in screen protectors haven't been very good, but this one does not have that. So maybe it will be a better case, we shall see. So this is just the box that it comes in. It is for the iPhone 6, of course, made of durable material, and this is shock absorbent because of the reinforced corners, which we will get into, of course. And on the back of the box, it just has a picture of the case as well. So we'll go ahead and open the box up here. I've already used this case for a bit, but I put it back in the box just to kind of show you what it's like to unbox it. So we'll throw that away here, then we'll just take this piece off. It is very clear. I've reviewed a very similar case to this, except it's from a company called like EO Maker or something like that, I think, and that one's more yellowy, but this one is very clear, so that is nice to see. So here we'll put the plastic piece away and we'll go ahead and install the case. So this is just initially what we see. It's very flexible material. It's not like cheap feeling or anything, but it's not a really hard material. It's not like silicone. It's like combination between the silicone and like a hard plastic is the kind of feeling I get from this. So we'll go ahead and put the case in. I recommend putting it in this side first because that's where you have most of your buttons and all of that. So we'll go ahead and kind of slip it on here. Then we'll just put it in the corners here, and there we have it all installed. It is very easy to install. See, this is the kind of look you'll get once it is installed. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, it's just a kind of clear, but you can see that the corners are very reinforced for protection, which of course we'll still get into. So this is what the front of the case will look like when you have it on. The side here kind of looks like this. And the back of the case, which I personally dislike, is the gold design of the iPhone 6, but it has all these dots all over it, which I really do not like the look of, but that is of course my personal opinion, so you can have a different opinion. You know what it looks like, so that can be your choice if you choose to pick up this case. But I personally dislike the look of the dots, but I'm pretty sure they're for cooling, so they create space in between the case and the phone. But if they do not do that, then they just look ugly, and I don't know why they would include them. Another thing that these little bubbles on the back might do that I'm not actually sure of, but it seems like if something were to impact here, so if you were to have a rock or something that hits here, it seems like these little bubbles would help absorb some of it rather than it just hitting the direct back of your iPhone 6. So if they're for protection wise and protection and cooling, if they are for that, then I think it is good that they included them, but I still think it looks pretty ugly. And so you can still see the iPhone logo and all that, and down here we have a little New Trent logo that is raised above the surface here. So this case maintains the look of the iPhone 6 except for all of the little dots all over it. And then of course the New Trent logo, but that's not incredibly important because that's the people that made the case, of course. So as you can see, there's a good cutout for our camera here. There wasn't any problems with the flash or the camera reflecting or anything like that. There wasn't any glare or anything like that. It was perfect cutout for that. The last New Trent case I reviewed actually had a covering for the microphone, so it covered the microphone, which was not a good thing because of course you'll have reduced audio when taking videos and things like that. So on the bottom of the case here, you can see our cutouts for everything. We have a perfect cutout for our speaker, our lightning port, and the headphone jack. You can see my lightning port is actually really dirty. That's disgusting, but anyway, they don't just have a cutout for the headphone jack. Each hole is cut out individually, but it is very well cut out, so you can't even really tell that that is the case. So it is a very good thing, that. And then we of course have a perfect cutout for our microphone and our headphone jack, and then my disgusting lightning port, which is also perfectly well cut out. There isn't any tabs or anything to flip open in order to charge your phone, which I think is a very big pro, because the other New Trent cases I've used, you've had to flip open little tabs in order to access your ports, and I just really can't stand that. It's too much effort to be able to charge your phone. So anyway, that is what it looks like here. And on the side of our phone, it's not a cutout, it's just a little rubber overlay that goes over our sleep-wake button. And then, yeah, and on the side of our volume rocker, there's a nice cutout for our mute switch as well as our volume up and down. So those are all of our cutouts. This case has very good cutouts for absolutely everything, and one of the main features of this case, other than probably maintaining the look of the iPhone 6, is the reinforced corners. So as you can see, here's the end of the phone, and then this is all the case. So each corner, it's not so much on all of them, so it's just the corners are very reinforced. So if you were to drop your phone like this, the case would be hit against the ground rather than your phone hitting against the ground. So I think this will offer very, very good drop protection, but I'm not going to do a drop test or anything like that, but it will offer very, very good protection because it's a little hard, kind of rubbery substance here, so it's not like it's just really hard or anything, so it will kind of hit it and absorb the shock from the fall, so it will go all throughout the case rather than directly onto your phone. It's very, very good because nobody really likes breaking your iPhone screen, so if you have this case on and you drop your phone, it will add that much more protection. And what's nice about it is, other than of course the little dots on the back, it also looks just like your iPhone 6 for the most part, so you have a bunch of extra protection and it still looks like your iPhone 6. There's a very, very slight lay on the table design here. As you can see, the edge of the case raises up very, very slightly over the screen. It's not a ton, but it's enough that if you were to drop your phone, it wouldn't hit the screen, it would hit the case. I mean, I do have a glass screen protector on here, so that is part of it. So the case does come up a little bit over the screen. So if you were to go ahead and drop your phone on the table, it would of course hit the case rather than hitting your phone screen. It's not necessarily just tables, it's of course anything you would drop your phone on, it would not hit the phone screen. So this case is both aimed towards protection and look. I mean, the look of all the bubbles on the back, again, not my favorite, but that is of course up to you. Some people might actually like that, but I just think I would prefer if all the bubbles weren't there, but I think they do something. They have to have some feature that I'm not 100% aware of, because I really can't believe that that is just the design of the case. So I'm not exactly sure why, but many people have asked me how to get cases off of phones. I think this is very, very straightforward, but apparently not everyone does, maybe just more complicated cases. But anyway, I might as well show you how to remove the case. So to do that, you would simply take a little corner and kind of peel it off here. Then you can put your finger behind it here and kind of get the other corner off. It's not very difficult, and then you just pull your phone out, and that is how you remove this phone from this case. So if you were wondering, then good thing I showed you. If you weren't, which I would assume most people, then you know, there you go. So yeah, this case maintains the look of the iPhone 6 pretty well, except for all the little dots. It is very, very protective on all the corners as well as the face and of course the back of the phone. It is not water resistant or anything because all the ports are open, but I personally prefer that because some ports where you just have to fiddle with a thingy in order to charge your phone, I don't want to deal with that. So even though this case is very protective, it has little ribs on the side of the phone, which will even decrease the chances of you dropping your phone more. It does have two, so it has one on this side and one on this side. So it just kind of adds that extra grip down here and here, so when you're holding your phone like this, you won't have to worry about it slipping out or anything because of these ribs here. So overall, this case maintains the look of the iPhone 6 decently well. It offers a bunch of protection, and all of the ports are open, so you don't have to fiddle with a tab in order to charge your phone. I think all these things are very, very good, and I would definitely recommend this case just because the protection it offers. The only thing I can think of that is not positive about this case is all the little bubbles, but that is of course my personal opinion. You may love this design. If you love the look of the case, everything about it is great. One thing I forgot to mention is this case also comes with little cleaning wipes, so since this case is clear, you can go ahead and clean your phone or the case or whatever, and there won't be any dust in between the phone and your case. Because this is a clear case, you can seal the dust, so it's nice that they include a little cleaning wipe. So this has been my review of the Trenti 6 Slim Transparent Bumper Case for the Apple iPhone 6. This is from a company called New Trent. I'm sure you have heard of them, but if you have not, then that is New Trent. I would go check them out. They make a bunch of really good cases. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this review. If you enjoyed this video in particular, then like rating is always appreciated. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you think I could do something better in the video, then please feel free to leave a comment. Don't just dislike the video. Could you dislike and tell me why and all that? But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next review.